17 February ra luigina 19 February dak 2025 Penguin presents the White All Literature Festival and Book Fair jundu zone near today thakibule ase itulaka opor de organizers kan pra ekta press conference rakhigina ase aro ami kan huni pai ase ke Indian legendary cricketer Syed Kirmani tai ahikina ase aro tai bi itu book fair de hissa lobole ase to ai bi takani do aha kali laga program to kinika thakibule ase nole Syed Kirmani rabe juntu kitab ekta likhishe autobiography with the title Stumped. Itu kan do interesting hobo na nobo nole itu kitab ti ki likhina ase itu sob laga opor de aibi titial ba hota hoti kori sabo.
Thank you all for coming to meet and to the meet and greet with Mr. Syed Kirmani. Mr. Kirmani needs no introduction. Just his name alone resonates the honors and the milestones that our country has achieved in one of the greatest sports there is. However, we are very happy that he's taken out time from his very busy schedule from the White Owl, Penguin presents the White Owl Literature Festival and Book Fair, which is Northeast's largest literature festival and Nagaland's premier event. If you are not here these 3 days on 17th, 18th and 19th of February in Dimapur at our literature festival, then where are you? Mr. Kirmani has very kindly agreed to take some time out to talk to the press, talk to the media. I've been told that it is not a regular occurrence that we get to interact so intimately with someone of his stature, of his achievements. And I find it a privilege that I'm sitting here next to him. I keep saying I'm Pallavi Narayan. I head the communications for Penguin Random House India, as Irang mentioned. I am also partnering with on behalf of Penguin, we are partnering with the White Owl Literature Festival, trying to bring it richer and a more vibrant programming. Today we have Mr. Kirmani, and I have a short introduction for him just for formality. Mr. Kirmani is an Indian cricketer, one of the best wicket keepers to have ever graced the game of cricket.
Wow.
In 2016, he was awarded the Colonel C.K. Naidu Lifetime Achievement Award, the highest honor bestowed by the BCCI on a former player. Kirmani is a member of the Indian team and has won the 1983 World Cup in cricket. And today he is also a published author. He has recently released his biography called Stumped, which talks about his life in between the 22 yards. And right now you are free to ask him questions about his life, professional life, his career, his journey in cricket, and anything that your heart desires. It's your time here. And I'd urge you all to kindly attend the session tomorrow, which is at around 11 o'clock. At 12 o'clock in the afternoon on the 17th of February at the Penguin Presents White Owl Literature Festival and Book Fair. Over to you all. The forum is open for questions for Mr. Kirmani. Anyone wants to start? Or
Yes,
if you want to.
yes. First of all, Pallavi, thank you so much for the kind words used on me. And it's very difficult for me to digest as an author. I cannot consider myself from the authors who have written such wonderful novels around, and they're going to be rare here. And then to be invited on this wonderful White Owl. Wow, what a lovely name, because I'm a wildlife freak. And my favorite channel is National Geography and Animal Planet every night. Okay, I'm looking out for the white owl in this area, which I'm not finding so far. Nevertheless, it's a very exciting name which the Penguin have given, and I'm very thankful to Penguin for arranging this wonderful internationally renowned festival at this beautiful hill station in Nagaland and in the district of Nagaland, Dimapuri. So on that count, it's my pleasure to be talking to the media of Dimapuri. And just feel free to ask any questions you would like to have. And once again, I thank the Penguin Publication House for having invited me on this wonderful White Owl Festival.
So you were a part of India's historic 1983 World Cup winning team.
Yes.
So can you kindly share some behind the scenes story from after the tournament?
Yes, it has been a huge honor to be a part of the Indian team right from 97 to 1986, and in between the 1983 World Cup. Right, and you said behind the sticks, why not in front of the sticks? That'll come later on. You are starting from behind then. That's interesting. You are taking time off from a wicketkeeper who stands behind the sticks. Right, yes, it has been a great experience to all of us. On the 83, first of all, we were the fourth weakest team in the competition. And we never ever expected that we would even qualify into the knockout stage. Right, so we are all geared up to have a great time in England during the Prudential World Cup. And that was the feeling of all of us, you know. To cut it short, of course, there were many turning points into our historic win. So I think we have achieved which was not expected by one and all to start with. Globally, nobody ever expected that we would reach the knockout stage. We did. And it's all, the details are in my autobiography, where I'm supposed to be the main author. Along with me are co-authors also, who I was recording every bit of it, and they were writing it in their own flourish language. So that's where it is, from the point of World Cup, how we won. And I will have to wait for the other questions to come forward. But I can finish off all your questions individually also if I start talking about where, how, when, etc. Go ahead, next.
One more question.
Oh, okay.
This also implies the behind scene. So on the final day, you are behind the stumps.
I am always behind the stumps in cricket.
On the final match, so what was going through your mind when you were behind the stumps?
Yes, you see.
Whether you had the pressure on you?
No, I have never had any pressure on me, never had any tension on me, never had any kind of, where you succumb to circumstances. You see, probably I've been blessed with that system. No tension, no pressure. My mind was only to do my best and keep the tricolour flying high. That was my intention. That has been my intention, and that will be my intention at all times, wherever I am, in whatever discipline of life.
Apart from cricket,
Ah,
now you have recently launched your new book
Yes.
called Stumped.
Stumped.
So I'm sure young people would love to read the book. So what will be the main highlight of that very book?
Yeah, the highlight of my autobiography is how I climbed up the ladder of success. Or should I put it like this, by how my entire life began right from the time I was born. That is what it means by autobiography of any author who starts writing right from the time he or she has been born. All right. So this is what I did to tell you all. It's all, of course, it is a matter of fact. You see, there has been a lot of inspirational anecdotes in that, a lot of guidance for the youngsters, how they should climb the ladder of success. That is my main intention, to cross so many hurdles one comes across, the setbacks one faces, right? The sacrifices one has to do to be successful in their lives is what is in that book.
Now, sir, coming back to cricket, the modern cricket is quite different than the time you were playing in the 80s. Now, sir, we have the IPL, one of the most expensive, attractive T20 cricket.
Yes.
And we have many young talented cricketers among the Indians.
Yes.
In fact, everybody is finding a spot to be in the Indian team.
Yes.
Now, sir, do you think that as the cricket has rapidly grown up in India, sir, we have heard and still going on that there are politics going on when it comes to BCCI selection of the president. But, sir, just want to ask you a straight question. Don't you think that the politics should not have any hindrance in sports?
That's a very interesting question you have asked. Now, the word politics is global. Somewhere it is more, somewhere it is less. It is coming down from Baba Adam's time. Adam and Eve. We are the creation from Adam and Eve, right? So politics is coming down from there, trickling down. So as I have summed it up, it is more in politics, somewhere it is less. So we have to cope up with that and face all the hurdles which everyone goes through, not only in cricket, it's in every discipline of life, every walk of life, you have politics playing its role.
Dwelling on the development of cricket.
Yes.
So, do you believe that Test cricket is still the ultimate format, or has T20 taken over?
Yes, of course. You see, now in Test cricket, in Test cricket you learn the basics, copybook cricket, and Test cricket is supposed to be, of course, made be all formats of the game which have come in now, and I'm answering his question also along with your question. There has been a drastic change from our time to the current era, right? Our time, until we won the World Cup, we never had a coach, no trainer, no guidance, nobody to tell us what talent we have, nobody to tell what goals are, what one should aim at, right, in our time. My era of cricketers probably, and I'm very confident that nobody told us to play cricket also, you see. So on that count, we were all gifted cricketers who had an extra cricketing blood flowing into us. So we took up cricket along with, of course, my first sport was athletics. Right, I ran 100 meters, 200 meters, and got selected for the school relay team. That's where my beginning of sporting life started. Nevertheless, coming on to the main question of yours, yes, there has been a lot of changes. Changes have to take place. New concepts, new ideas have to come in at all times. I cannot be having idli every morning. I must have a dosa. I must have a bread and omelette. You see, variety is the spice of life in all disciplines of life. You see, variety brings a lot of change, innovations, new concepts, creativity into one another's disciplines of life. So this is what is required. So the changes have to come in. And then an IPL, it all started off after we won the 1983 World Cup. I can very proudly say that. We laid a very strong foundation for the current era of administration and the cricketers to build stories on top of our foundation. Right? You guys who are hearing me, would you say right or wrong? I'm addressing all you guys who are viewing this, which is going to be relayed very soon. Yep.
Cite a couple of examples of the changes that went through after the 83 win.
The changes. I thought I just summed it up in. And nevertheless, what is that exactly you want to know about the changes which took place after 83?
Did sponsors come rushing? You know, lucrative TV offers.
Yes. You see, we never had in our time no television. It was only transistor and the radios in our time. Right, then gradually there was a lot of changes coming in from all over the world. From outside world, it came in we never had umpires who were in our time. I wouldn't like to comment on their competence, right? So on those basis, this is how the development took place. TV started coming in, a lot of advertisements, a lot of people started coming in with the various commodities, and then IPL came in. From 60 overs, we came on to 50 overs. From 50 overs to 20 overs. Now even 10 overs is in progress. Big Bash is going on. So good changes from the point of spectators, from the point of cricket lovers. You see, they don't want to sit 5 days, but now there are absolutely wonderful results taking place within 4 days, 5 days of test cricket. You see, those were the days before me. There were dull draws. Can you ever believe, I don't know if you all have heard of Bapu Natkarni, who was my manager in my playing days. He bowled 27 maiden overs to Ken Barrington. 27 maiden overs, yaar. Kya baat hai? What dull draws? All padding, forward, pad. Forward, pad. Ken Barrington, one of the England-born English players, he was very legendary cricketer from England. Nevertheless, so the changes have to take place. So all these changes did come in from the umpires of our time. The neutral umpires came in. From the neutral umpires also came in the microphones, the third umpire, and all these things came in with a lot of changes in technology came in. Mind-boggling technology which is taking place right now. Right, so on that count, I think there was a lot of misunderstanding between the players in our time because of the, should I call it, I'll use a very lighter word, because of the mistakes which were committed by the umpires. You see, I won't call it stronger words for that. Nevertheless, from there on came on to neutral umpires. Even the neutral umpires wanted their favorite players to score 100, they wouldn't give them out. From neutral umpires came in the third umpire. Due to these conflicts on the field between the umpires and the players, there used to be misunderstanding between the players at our time. You see, we were very crossed with the umpires for giving their legendary players who they had favoritism, right? So on that count, it was good thing that all these changes have come in, third umpire. And by the way, even the third umpire commits a mistake. Every human is fallible, my dear friends. Nobody is perfect in this world, and nobody can be perfect in this world. I may stand corrected on that, okay? So go into the depth of that. Nobody is perfect in this world. We are called the expert commentators. We are not experts. Nobody can be an expert, by the way, but we are called expert commentators.
After that 70s, 80s, there was that divide in cricket. Those who preferred, those who were termed purists, traditionalists, who preferred the old system. And there were others, who wanted progress, who wanted change in how cricket was played and how cricket was administrated. So, which side were you in, back in the 70s, in the 80s?
Well, yes, our time and in the middle, I've seen nearly 4 generations of cricketers, and the changes which have taken place. You see, in our time, we never had a proper equipment also. We never had helmets. You see, all these changes have taken place. And now the equipment is superb, right? You just play a defensive stroke, the ball races to the boundary. All you got to do is a little bit of timing. You don't need power for a six, right? So these are the changes which did take place from our time, Test cricket, limited overs, ODI, T20, T10, etc., and etc. So one has to accommodate oneself, adapt oneself to all these situations. If I was given an opportunity in my time that these three formats were there, I would have played. Now we are under the auspices of the motherboard, that's ICC. And whatever they say, whatever they come up with in conjunction with the boards, respective boards. Now the other upcoming states like Nagaland, I've been given the honor to sport this wonderful colors of the Nagaland Cricket Association by the Secretary Noli King. He's the king of Nagaland cricket, by the way. So I've been given this honor to sport this, and I'm sporting this very happily. It's a lovely color, vibrant color. You know. Yes, go ahead.
I'll ask two, only two more.
No, did I answer your question, by the way? Did I complete your question?
In addition to that,
Yeah.
when colored jerseys happened,
What?
colored jerseys in cricket,
From white to color jerseys.
Color jersey, okay, color jerseys.
did you welcome it or were you reluctant?
You see, now the color clothing started off from Packers. Have you heard of Packer service? Yes, I'm sure. They are the one, he bought the whole cream of international cricketers, right? He started the Packer series where he picked up the top cricketers, legendary cricketers from each country. Even Sunil Gavaskar and myself were offered. But due to circumstances, situations, we could not. By that time, the circus closed also, right? So he brought the color clothings. And it is interesting. You see, now Test cricket is gentleman dress, okay? It's being continued, it's good. We played 60 overs in a gentleman's dress, flannels, white flannels we played, 60 overs 1983, right? We played in that. And now the colors came in, and vibrant colors are being displayed by the various teams in the KPL, IPL, and limited overs cricket, which is good, which is good. It is exciting to see beautiful color combinations of the jerseys which are being displayed by the cricketers all over. So it is fantastic. It's good. It's good. You know, it's pleasing to the eyes. Good colors are very pleasing to the eyes, and it keeps you alive. The good color combinations keeps you alive. Yes.
Who would you prefer to run to manage cricket in India? A cricketer, or a businessman, or a politician?
Hey, that's a lovely question you have asked, man. You are stumping me here, right? You have stumped me already. Okay, now, whoever it may be, if he is doing a good job as an administrator, as a cricketer, whoever does a good job is always appreciated. It does not matter to me whether it is a cricketer who is doing a good job, or an administrator, or a businessman who is at the helm of affairs of the administration of this great game of cricket. Whoever does a great job, it's always appreciated and accepted by and large.
Yes, sir. I have a few more questions for you. So it has been said that due to a leg injury you had during the World Series Cup in 1985-86, you're compelled to quit cricket or retire. So,
Yeah.
what do you say about that?
Well. Well, by the way, I have never announced my retirement. Not that I'm trying to come back. It'll be foolish if I start talking about that. Okay, I can still get into my gloves. I can still get onto into the middle with my bat. All right, but it'll be foolish for me to say anything as such. Well, you see, now one has to expect whatever comes by his or her way, right? So it all depends. Now, I was at the peak of my career. I was at the pinnacle of my career when I was dropped from the Indian team. Okay. I made 3 comebacks starting from 1979. So it doesn't matter. You see, I have no room to fret, frown, crib, or cry. That's the way I look at life. And I would advocate the same to one and all who's hearing me and who are going to read about that. Okay? You got to accept whatever comes by you, never give up, keep fighting. Looking into your capabilities, looking into your strength. This is what we did exactly in 1983. Believing in ourselves, believing in our capabilities, having a great camaraderie within the team itself. That brings success with the total honesty and sincerity wherever you are. So this is where exactly what has happened, and I have no regrets. But in my book, they are the true facts which I have gone through without being prejudiced, without injuring the feeling of one another. You see, it's very difficult for anybody, by and large, to accept the truth. You know, truth has to be taken not with a pinch of salt. It has to be taken with a bag full of salt. That is what is truth, but that is the ultimate victor. Truth with total honesty and sincerity. You will be successful. So this is where it is all in my book, the true facts which I have placed, right? Not mentioning the names and etc. and etc. You see, if by chance, if a name has been printed, my apologies to that. But without I will be friends to one and all at all times. You see, now by and large, you see, we have to be friends with one another. We have to bring harmony, peace within ourselves. That is what is required. Right? Come what may, we are friends.
So, sir, with that very word that you said, don't you think that the Indian cricket team or the PCCI should allow Indian cricket team represent India and play in Pakistan? The Champions Trophy.
Well, this is the second time I'm being stumped. You see, now, between the two countries, India and Pakistan, you see, the media writes the traditional rivalry. You see, playing with any team, you'll call, if I'm playing against any team, they are my rivals. I can't use any other word. But don't take it in a different sense. We have fantastic camaraderie within the players, right? The Pakistanis, when we meet them, we are so cordial, so lovable, affectionate to one another, exchanging pleasantries with one another. Hey man, how's your family down there? How are you doing there? Blah, 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 blah. You see, it is just that, I don't know why it is, as a sporting fraternity, brings camaraderie, brings harmony, brings peace within one another. As individuals, we are great friends, and they're so hospitable. When we go there, we are treated so beautifully. And when they come here, it's the same thing, we reciprocate. The same friendliness, the same camaraderie, the same loving with one another. So there's nothing wrong. It is just that there have been some incidences outside that the circumstances which we have faced, you see. from the security point of view. From the security point of view. So each one of us, each country, each organization, each association, each board, right? Hey, bhai, we have to look into the interest of the players. We have to look into the interest of their wellness, etc., and etc. So this is how, but there is no such ill feeling within our teams. It is something like this. India, Pakistan, tell me, which team would like to lose? No team would like to lose. Everybody plays for a win, right? So, but you have to win some, you have to lose some. Does not matter. But we, when I say we, the Asians in particular are a very emotional lot. They wouldn't like their country to lose. Right? So on that count, there is a little bit of friction within the cricket lovers. So it does not matter. So you don't worry about all those things. It's like Australia-England, Ashes series. Now this has become a rivalry now. Alan Border, Sunny Gavaskar series has become very strong rivals now. Right? Each one wants to win that series, like Australia, England in the Ashes. Right now, Alan Border Gavaskar series has been, Chodega nahi, Chodega le hum. Right? Well, this is how it is going on now, so there's nothing wrong in that.
So other than the literature festival and book fair you are attending, do you have any plans of visiting the Nagaland Cricket Association officials? Do you have any plans of visiting the Nagaland state players?
Well, I had a wonderful tour of the Nagaland cricket ground, the main ground and the other grounds which are in progress, the indoor facility. I was very impressed. It was very kind of Anilo King, right, who's the secretary of the Nagaland Cricket Association. The NCA also coincides with National Cricket Academy in Bangalore. Okay, so he was very kind to pick me up, and I was very fortunate to have time to see the facilities provided for the Nagaland cricketers, upcoming promising cricketers. So it was wonderful. And he honored me with this wonderful Nagaland Cricket Association colors, very vibrant, lovely color combination. So I thought I should sport this during the press conference as well. Isn't it looking nice? Good. Thank you very much, Secretary. And I have offered my services in case Nagaland requires my services. It'll be my utmost pleasure to associate myself at any level, to share my little experiences to what I have gained and what has this great game of cricket has made me. So it will be my pleasure to support whatever way Nagaland Cricket Association wants my services.
So yes. My last question to you is, what is the bit of advice that you are giving to the young players who are keen to play cricket and represent our India nation one day?
Yes, not to give up, believe in yourselves, be honest to yourself with total sincerity, hard work, and don't be disappointed when you're dropped, even though you might be the best player in that competition. It's not only in cricket, right? It's in all disciplines of life. Believe in your capability, believe in yourself, and work harder and harder and harder until you succeed. Right? Don't give up, no? Why should you give up? You know that you are the best. Why didn't I give up? Because I knew my strength, I knew my capability, I knew that I'll come back. I knew that I was better than the rest. And I never gave up. So my advice is, don't give up. Keep fighting. And then you should tell yourself that I will be number one in whichever team I am in, not only in cricket, in any discipline of life. You got to make sure that you as a team member, would like to do the best for the team, for your state, for your school, for yourself, for your state and the country, one thing you should remember, that keep the tricolor flying high. That is my sincere advice to all of you. Good luck to you, all of you. Good luck to Nagaland cricket. Right? You have talent in abundance. All that you got to recognize the right talent, the right deserving cricketers, or any other sport. You see, got to do, the administration all over should do justice to the deserving players, to the talented players. That is what is required. Right? So with this, I wish the Nagaland Cricket Association the very best of luck in its endeavors. Fantastic international infrastructure is coming up for you young lads. So work hard. There's no shortcut to success, by the way. All right? So bear it in mind, work hard, believe in yourself, believe in your strength, and keep going. No fretting, no frowning, no cribbing, no crying. Enjoy life. That should be the crux. That should be the motto, enjoy life. And very importantly, you should learn to draw a line. Don't go overboard. Anything over the limits is harmful. Remember that. Okay?
At the Penguin Presence White Owl Literature Festival and Book Fair with Mr. Kirmani is from 11:30 in the morning at the zone Nyathu by the park. We would love for you to join, and if you've enjoyed these stories, hear it some more other interesting aspects of cricket, about book writing, and join the festival. It's Nagaland's premier literature event and Northeast's biggest literature festival. Don't miss it.
So viewers, legendary Indian cricketer Arjuntu 1983 World Cup jidishe tade cricketer Syed Kirmani taibra media khan logote address kurishe aro tai koi ase ki aha galibra juntu Penguin Presents the White Owl Literature Festival and Book Fair idu zone Nyathu chumukuti madi thakibole ase tate tai nijor bra likha autobiography juntu nam Stumped likhina ase itu bi launch koribo aru itu ekla nohoi kina aha kali 11:30 am to 12:30 pm tai lokote kotha bi koribo paribo aru tai bra storytelling time thakibole ase aru tate young naga youths kan kon tai ke lok koribo mon jay nole tai laga kahani hunibo mon jay itu laga moka tangor pabole ase so apuni kan itu moka bi uthai lobi aru itu ekla nohoi kina tai cricket khiligina ha homoide tai kan laga time 80s technical cricket to khili thakise aru ajikali modern days cricket kinika improve hoigina iman dangor chuligina jaise itu sob laga opore kotha korise holibe tai young cricketers kange itu advice dishe ke success karne ku shortcut nai tai laga autobiography dibi tai likhina ase ke stump kinika tai challenge thakigina duk thakigina idu cricket to tai as a career take up korise aro Indian cricket team de tai khilibo karone be beshi duk pai kina aise aro 1979 aro 80 machote Indian team babe 3 bar drop korise kuise hoilibe Nagaland Cricket Association laga stadium jundu sovi made ase tadibi tai visit korise kuise aro development infrastructure speshi phalba ja opor ta acknowledge korise aro Nagaland Cricket Association laga honorary secretary Anilo Kin give ta appreciate korise ki ta kan morom dangor pa aro Nagaland cricket development changes aha laga opor bi acknowledge korise aro tai ba koi ase ki ek tin to Nagaland laga state player phal kan olawle laga akha laga tai koi dish aro yede press conference time de tai ge sawal bishi utaise aro sports te bishibak politics nole businessman nole sportsman hi idu president hobi alak field de idu appoint kurubo lagina kinika iniga laga opore utadam de taibra jawab dishe kigila field brabi hobi administration head kam korna jadam de sincerely kam kurigina jaina ne jai itu laga bi hutishe aro itu noigina cricket te american sai shigule India aro Pakistan do sports te noigina chamela beshi dangor jami kan dikhi ase itu duita nation rivalry do kotai nai to Indian team bra পাকিস্তান দি যাই কিনা খেলিবৰ কাৰণে ডিনাই বি কৰিছে ইটো লগা ওপৰতে তাইকে জবাব দিছে তাই কৈ আছে তাকান ক্ৰিকেটাৰ্ছ কান্দো এইটো প্লেয়াৰ্ছ সব লগতে তাকান মিল মিলাপ আছে হ'লেবি কেতিয়াবাতো এইটো ইছ্যুজ কান পলিটিক্স কান পলিটিচাইজ হৈ যায় হ'লেবি তাই কৈ আছে এইটো পাকিস্তান দে ইণ্ডিয়ান ক্ৰিকেট টিম যাই কিনা নিখেলা ওপৰতে এইটো কেতিয়াবাতো ছিকিউৰিটি ৰিজনছ কান বি থাকে হ'লেবি above all ক্ৰিকেটাৰ্ছ হবি স্পৰ্টছমেন কান্দো কোন লগা নেশ্যন লগতে বি এনিমি নহয় তাকান্দো সব ফ্ৰেণ্ড আছে কৈছে চ' ইয়াতে কুৱেশ্যনটো Nagaland State do Syed Kirmani abra Nagaland Cricket Association karne bi kiman tangor boost pabo nohole Nagaland Cricket Association de thaka Nagaland cricket players kan bi tai nishina aigina visit kora nohole tai ki interact ekta korishi bole inspiration tangor pabo naki ami gan hope koribo ke Syed Kirmani bra jundo Nagaland Cricket Association laga edu cricket stadium sovima visit korise tadi bi loopholes kan dikhishe gole etu bi development notun ani dibo karne etu bi patla ekta ai bole ami gan hope koribo aro Nagaland de thaka youth kan book lovers kan aha kali junto zone nia thude etu book fair dangor chule ase tade apuni kan ai kina Syed Kirmani wa storytelling de apuni kan bi etu faida do uthabo paribo aro etu book fair do aha kali bra loi kina 3 din thaki ule ase itia karne mani for more updates apuni an Syed aibi global window